Hey folks, what is going on? RedMaster here, and welcome back to episode of Cards and Castles Casting Conflicts. Of course, today I am back in the driver's seat, taking a rematch request against Beastly here, so it should be fun. He has greatly improved since the last time I went up against him, back when he was just kind of getting introduced to the community and still was not at the level that he is today. So definitely going to be interesting to see that comparison play out today. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into match number 1 and see what goes down.
Alright guys, today I've taken on the role of the Red Man, and we're going to cast some content. We've got Red versus Beastly here. We've also got someone here with us. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So right now, Red looks like he's playing Reanimate deck. Beastly's probably playing the same thing. He's got a decent hand.
You think they're both playing Reanimate?
It might be. Beastly could be playing Raka Party, because I know he likes that deck too. Red's rushing
Generally,
in.
he mostly plays yellow Reanimate, not red Reanimate.
Lich. It might be the party.
Yeah, it is one of the more common places for Lich to show up, just a little stall tactic.
Is he gonna meddle into Shaman or just play Lumber? Okay.
It was a bit of a tricky choice there, like have to play into Lightning Blade one way or the other there.
Arc Fire.
I
Because
suppose he could have
Lich.
just spread Lumberjack away, but yeah, that really wouldn't have been worth Lightning Blading for, unless Beastly is secretly playing a hyper-aggressive list that for some reason runs Lich.
Beastly's not really got anything down on turn 5. He's gonna play Darkbender and Salahar Rider.
Yeah, it's even it out the door here.
But look at how many cards Red has. He's got like a full hand. Beastly's got 4 cards.
It just has to survive to the late game.
He's gonna play the
Shade.
Darkbender there.
Beastly's still got a ways to go before he runs out of resources. Yeah, it's a little odd playing Darkbender that far back. I know he's playing against blue, so he's trying to play around Lightning a little bit, but I prefer that, above and forward from castle spot.
Yeah, they're gonna trade the Salahar Rider. Is he gonna reanimate? Probably not. Right now I just play Armory. I wouldn't play Beastmaster because he can burn it. He can Dragon's Fire. No.
Yeah, you don't reanimate unless you get at least 2 procs, unless, stick and scream life and death. I guess he's just hoping to bait out a Dragon's Fire or burn on the Beastmaster now, just to clear the way for the rally, but I don't know. Or maybe he just wants to get the armory safe from Blue Fire. He's hoping if there's a... is that really the better play? Like, wouldn't you rather have the whole Beastmaster army? He's just doing his best to play around Lightning Blade.
Yeah.
Cool. And, if anything's going to die, he wants the wolf to die now. He can't count on the Beastmaster living very long, so he can't be too conservative with his units either.
Necromancer is undead.
Haven't seen any undead. So, yeah, you're right, it is probably Raka of some variety. Given there really aren't a lot of good early game undead, so...
It's gonna move the Darkbender back, Imp in the back line. I'd probably play Armory here.
Yeah, they're both just trying to play into their late game. He's on the one side where we're trying to get Yenneroth / Mystic Spam, and he's trying to get himself into a rack of position. It's very awkward. They're both just
There's
sort
still
of
no.
stalling, and it's hard to say who's going to be in the better position there.
Red's got the double Yenoroth, so he could stall out in case things go bad, but I'm not too sure. He's still got the reanimate he's holding on to.
Yeah, reanimate's going to be tricky to use. Especially versus, the two AoE factions. It's going to have a tough time developing a good-sized field. He's getting there, and surprisingly, no burn from Beastly so far. So, which dragon do you think is going to take victory? Red or blue?
I
Face
don't
your
know.
fire.
He's got 2 Yenoroth to stall and the Mordok, but Beastly might be able to get a good Rakanoth off this Mordok.
Yeah, we are
It's got
quickly
the Fear
approaching the end
Chain.
game here.
He could metal Yenoroth and rush, but I don't think that's the play. I think he just Mordoks as well. Oh, that's nice. He gets the
Ooh,
chain value.
chain gonna hurt.
I would attack the... He's using the reanimate there when he has 2 rally tone. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, he may never get another good chance to use
Yeah.
the reanimate. Basically, anytime you get 2 trades, that's when you want to use your reanimate, unless you get more. But versus red blue, you really don't want to hold out because you know your field's going to get blown up. So that was just his only real chance to ever use it. Otherwise, he's just going to sit there and be dead probably.
The best play for Beastly here would be Yenoroth into Raka, because the units would stay there in the vulnerable position. I'm not sure he has anything though right now.
Yeah, Generoth into Rocco would be pretty nice. Feels bad sacrificing your Generoth, but it's just such a strong little combo too. Especially if you can get a trade off the Generoth first.
He's letting him chain the temple more.
I mean, it was in range of
Oh,
the.
Mystic Journey on the
Ooh,
Rat
yeah.
King. Yeah, I would have done it on the Beastmaster, but
Uh,
this
Rat
still
King.
works.
The Rat King's going to take an actual AoE to clear, whereas doing it on the Beastmaster is just begging to lose his whole field to blue fire.
Yeah. He can take out, yeah. He can almost do a board wipe here.
That's going to be hard for Beastly to recover from, especially since he's down to 2 cards. He needed to stall 1 turn and set up a good Raka, but I think
Unless
something's a
he
little
has
too long.
Yenoroth here, I'm pretty sure the game's over.
Yeah, that's true. If he did a Yenoroth into Raka, I think that's pretty much the only way out of this. Even then, I don't know if that's going to on the raw health, because RedMaster could just
Even
stall
if
and
he
sudden
just
death
has
now
the
if he has
Raka, he
to.
could use the Acolyte, like, to spawn the Undead. He could
It's
wipe
true.
most
Yeah,
of the
you
board.
can get sneaky Raka spawns out of Acolyte for sure. But he can't clear the whole board no matter what he does. Really only Inaroth and Raka is going to pull him out of this. That's just about it. There's no guarantee he even runs Inaroth. Inaroth without Mystic in the deck always feels a little awkward.
He's gonna chain
He's
himself there.
playing into that chain. Anyways, it's
Oh,
just
play.
panicking at this point.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to survive for one more turn. That lifesteal unit's not gonna be able to die soon, though. Oh,
Oof. Oof.
And that's
That
sleep.
fear can, yep, yep. There it goes.
I think if Beastly just drew his rock enough, he could have clutched it earlier, but it just didn't pan out well after the Mystic Rats.
Old Mystic Rats rears its head again. I think it's a little unjustly hated. It's definitely really strong and proven, but like I don't think it's the end all be all because it can end up being a little clunky, and it's obviously vulnerable to AOE. It's definitely top tier, but I don't think it deserves the amount of hate it gets, especially because just because the deck runs Mystic Rats, that doesn't tell you a whole lot more about it. There's so many different ways you can run it. No, I'm not a huge fan either. I just think it's a little unjustly hated. All in all, it's a good match. Definitely was fun seeing them go up against each other. And it could have gone either way because you know Red Blue really has all the good answers to the swarmy Mystic Beasts approach, but the Mystic Beast approach has so much raw power.
Yeah, well, with that, I'd say let's go back and see what they have to say about it.
Let's say your final note and then start. I guess they.
Alright, guys, so first match is done. Beastly kinda lost there. So what do you think went wrong there, Beastly?
No, you're not looking at this the right way, okay? I would say that's a loss. I would say that's a win because I had the opportunity to play against RedMaster. He's just such a well-renowned player. I revere any chance I get to play against him. Even, if it doesn't turn out in my favor, it's still a learning experience. I learned from it.
I see, Beastly, but your plays, you didn't have any burn
Now,
in your hands? We couldn't see your hands.
Yeah, you definitely looked like you were starting to panic at the last minutes there.
No. You don't understand. I wasn't panicking. Okay, I was improvising. I was improvising a strategy to lose in a graceful way. I mean, win in a graceful way by learning from RedMaster.
I see, Beastly. Okay, Red, what do you have to say about your
See,
victory
so
over
go big or
Beastly?
go home.
Well, I mean, the deck really pretty much performed how it was supposed to. I mean, that's sort of the name of the game, Nature's Necromancy. You get a little bit of Mystic Beasts, a little Mystic Rats, a little Reanimate, and things go well. I was surprised that my opponent over there did not have Dragon's Fire or any sort of big burn. Certainly would have hurt me, but I don't know, maybe just not in the cards for him, which is fine. It happens. It happens sometimes, for sure.
Could I respond to that? So,
Maybe.
okay, I would just like to say I made a prediction at the start of that match that I would receive 0 Dragon's Fires, and my prediction came true. So I'm at 100% still. You can add another one. So that's 2 games that have correctly predicted the number of Dragon's Fires that we would see.
How many do you run?
I run 0.
Ah, I see.
I suppose.
Oh, God.
I
Well, you
mean,
have anything to
yeah.
add?
If you're got enough chain in your deck, you can get away without it. I do like my Dragon's Fire, but there just isn't always room.
Yeah, okay. With that, I guess we're gonna go into the next round of matches.
Seriously.
That's an interesting combo. Red replacing his entire hand. Ugh.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright,
Got a
so
nice curve.
we have a Mystic Rat mirror here.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
that's what I'm predicting.
The match is just gonna end with whoever draws the most removal and the most global buffs.
Oh, I've never enjoyed mirrors, so I would have tried to counter rather than match, which obviously just means bring yourself some AoE.
So you have like a blacksmith, bard. No, he's gonna run away. Oval.
Just setting up your hovels. I mean, he may still have a global. Just he doesn't mind taking 2 damage early
Gonna
here.
metal into Centaur to
Oh,
remove it.
yeah,
Aggressive plays
but
at the start.
That's gonna be tricky to recover from. He's gonna have to really play from behind now. And with RedMaster's full mulligan, he's got a pretty solid hand here. His next turn's going to be a little awkward, but I mean, he's still got Lightning Blade, and he can still draw some things. So RedMaster's definitely in a strong position.
If he has
I'm
like,
skeptical of Beastly's counterpick here, like bringing a building focused deck against companions feels bad.
yeah, the matchup is just gonna be, does red draw more companions? Or who's gonna
Yeah,
get set up more in the early game? It looks like red's been set up more, so he's probably gonna take the victory here. He's gonna Rat King
definitely
with
going to be
focus
hard to
cards.
recover. Oh, and he's not killing it off.
It's
Curious.
very interesting. He probably has a blacksmith.
Well, I
What's
mean,
Red
the
gonna
Rat King
do?
specifically. I mean,
He could.
he's gonna give it. He's gonna leave it up
That's
to
not the play
Red
I
to
would
make the
do.
choice.
He's setting up for Mystic Journey next turn.
Yeah, but and Red's gonna let him. Oh no, he rampaged. Yeah, like figure you at least. I don't know. You can bluff. It's definitely a mind game scenario of like, do you kill the Rat King because of Mystic Journey, or do you leave it because of the Gold Game? So always just an awkward position to be in for either player. I usually like to make the decision rather than let my opponent decide, but it does depend on what's going on. So the guards would suggest that Beastly is running Reanimate. I mean, it does fit into any global buff deck if you feel like it, but it usually doesn't make the cut, at least for me, unless you're actually going to Reanimate.
Yeah. I'm wondering if red pops the Mystic Journey here. Personally, I don't think it's worth it. He can't even kill the armory. Yeah, he's not gonna do it. He's just gonna
No,
pass this turn.
besides, he can save it for Beastmaster. Like, he's not up
Yeah.
against uh, Warlocks this game, so Mystic Beastmaster is going to be real clutch.
Oh, Temple early on. Beastly's kind of turned it around here.
Yeah, that's surprising. Although he is just about out of cards, and Red's still got a strong hand. Although I suppose he's still running green, so he still could have kills for the
He's gonna waste
Beastmaster.
the
So
Beastale Rage on that. Oh
I don't
no,
know if it's
kill
a waste
the.
because he can go clear the armory now,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's
true.
definitely worth it.
It's gonna play him back.
So executing it feels pretty bad, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Murder would be a much better option, but I also don't like murder as a card. I never find room for it.
It looks like he doesn't have anything to remove, but he's just gonna play his cards.
Yeah,
I think he just wanted Lumberjack draw there, to be honest.
yeah. I mean, can't go wrong because he's still got the option of just trading the rat in. It's just exploring what he can do. So definitely still in Red's favor. Like easily stabilized and recovered, at least briefly, but he is running out of resources to be able to come back a second time. Although Reanimate could do some serious work here if he's got it.
No, he only has 2
Okay.
gold anyways, he couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I think I just Mystic
Sad.
Journey here, yeah, he's gonna do it. The
Yeah,
low
it's
roll.
solid.
I don't know.
Oh, we can't even get the Rampage in Lightning. Not ideal, but that's
The
okay.
Lightning Blade on this is going to be
Rampage
nice.
Lightning is going to be spooky.
The Maddie, he's playing it up there. Let's see what he gets. Headwood.
Hmm.
The burn could be useful. Oh, he's not gonna be able to.
It's probably better than a ranged unit in this matchup, regardless, though.
Yeah. I would just Mordock here and wait back. I wouldn't do the Lightning Blade.
Yeah, it's not great value.
It doesn't even survive the Captain, it would die to the Lightning.
Oh yeah, no, it'd be really
He's
bad.
gonna not play the a Mordok instead. Just plays Tempo. He's got 11 gold here.
It is definitely nicer to actually get a trade out of the Mordok immediately, and just getting the temple set up gives them more options later. Whereas playing the Mordok now, it might just get frozen or executed, but it definitely applies more pressure.
Beasley's got 1 card, Red's got 3 solid late game units. He's gonna rush forward. If he runs freeze, he could win this. Oh, he's desperate.
Oh.
He's 1 damage short of killing it though.
I'm trying to think of any way he could really recover. Well, not bad, but I mean, I don't know what you're going to do against that hand.
He's got no cards in hand. There's no real draw in those colors either.
I mean, the only way he could win is just chained Yenneroth and or Mystics, really, at this point. He's just going to have to top deck like a god, but unfortunately he has to contend with Red's chain. Oh. Alright, yeah, I don't...
It's pretty much over here for Beasley.
I'm just trying to think if there's any way he could possibly recover. I mean, if he survives a little bit longer into sudden death and he can start getting card draw again, if he just draws into Mystic combos with, Mystic Rats with the double temples, like, it's not completely unwinnable, but boy, is it looking really bad.
He's just gonna go for the all-in rush.
Yeah, and now not even Mystic's gonna save him, because he won't be able to kill him before sudden death at that point.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, nothing here. Armory.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a hope before he went Lightning Blade face, but no, then it was just over.
Yeah, I feel that Red just drew so many late game units, Beasley couldn't do anything with that small hand.
Yeah.
Go. So Beasley, kinda lost there. You lost the set.
No, that's not the way to think about it. Okay, I say this is a big win in my books because I just learned a lot about, like Druid, Viking. It was a very, very inspirational, educational experience. I would just like to thank Red for, taking the time to teach me this valuable lesson about this color combination and, all the ways you can kind of use it. So thank you, Red. I appreciate that. I say that's a big W.
Of course, a pleasure.
A pretty odd counter pick.
Yeah, what did Red's experience teach you about picking counterplays?
It taught me that maybe I should have gone more burn heavy, but you know what? It's fine. I probably should have played no interactions, but I didn't want to annoy Death Advocate, so I didn't.
Oh god, yep. I would have just been salt the entire stream.
See, I've got the viewing experience in mind here, and the fans wanted RedMaster to win, so I gave it to them, of course.
Well, I think you could have brought something a little more AoE heavy.
But then I would have won, and that's not what the fans want, right?
Oh dear God!
Well, I mean, win or lose, a close game is always.
Oh yes, it was very, very close, very exciting. Of course, with the very, very interesting play at the end. He did secure it, so congratulations to him.
Appreciate it.
Oh, Red, what do you want to say about your victory there?
Well, I mean, my opponent, no easy task, I will say. Performed great, of course.
Am I the only one that can't hear Red?
What? No,
I can hear Red. It's okay.
Regardless, I do think the games were, of course, very, very nice. I guess really it's kind of the same thing as the first game, right? Where you just had that same sort of winning momentum, and that seemed to kind of just carry over during drawing the right stuff, playing the right cards. I think I'm a little aggressive, I will admit. I think in this game, the Centaur against the Hovel, the Rampage against the Rat King, I was just kind of expecting another Mystic Rat scenario on his end, so I tried to just snuff it out as early as possible, and I think that did me pretty well.
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead, Beasley.
I would just like to say that you stuffed out my hopes and dreams, so I hope you're happy.
Oh dear God.
Mystic Rats definitely loses a lot of its value if it can't get any globals to stick. Vanilla Mystic Rats never feels great.
But yeah, like I said, I think the games just went really well for me there.
Yeah, not much Beastly
Definitely.
could have done because you drew all your late game units, Mystic Journeys.
Mm-hmm.
Things went pretty well for you, Red. Not so well for Beastly over there, but I think he did
No,
learn a bit.
it went well. It went really
It's a
well.
learning experience for Beastly. He's now going to come out more educated, ready for the third rematch against Red. He's going to take the victory in that one.
It's actually, we're playing best out of 5 if you guys didn't know. So right now, Red's 2 up, but just
Whoa,
like the
no,
CNC,
you can't break the
just like
casting
the
conflict
CNC
cycle.
finals, all right. Just like the CNC finals, I was up 2 on jump, but then he came back with those 3. I'm gonna be jump.
Gonna get the jump on
No,
him.
this is.
Yeah, I'm
this
gonna get the
casting
jump on
conflict
him.
is over, Beastly. You know that,
So,
right?
but on a serious note, what was your thought in counter picking there? And
Oh, I just picked a random deck. I didn't actually know what I was playing because they're all ranked based off of score, so I just picked like a medium deck, and then I played it.
Medium score deck.
Yeah,
What was the
it
score
wasn't like
on that
super
one,
high
Beastly?
end. Let me check. That was 3,200.
Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna end the recording there. Gonna throw it to Red's future self, as he would say.
Alright, folks, and with that being said, that, of course, is going to end off this rematch video for Casting Conflicts. Let me know what you guys thought of the match by leaving your thoughts, of course, down in the description below. As well as, being sure to like the video, sharing it with your friends, of course, subscribing if you're new or haven't done so already. We're so close to 800, and from there, we can start pushing up to that 1K milestone. So I'm really excited about doing that in the near future. But with that being said, guys, that's do it for me for now. So, until next time, stay gaming.